such a pleasure to have you on Film Companion. RRR is arguably the most awaited film of the year. The visuals we've seen so far are very exciting, and I have lots of questions for you. I hope you're going to give me lots of time.
Sure, sure.
RRR is a fictional story based on real life characters, celebrated freedom fighters. So, my question is, what was the starting point of this story? What was the inspiration? Is it true that it was inspired by Motorcycle Diaries?
Motorcycle Diaries. No.
Because I thought I read that somewhere that it was about two characters. So please tell me what got you into writing this, because it's very rare to take real life characters but make a fictional story.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you how it started. My son never made a movie with two stars in his journey. So what he said was, Father, let's make a story with two stars. That's the starting point. We had several combinations, especially Rajinikanth, somebody else, some ex Surya, Karthi, so many are playing in our mind. And one day my son happened to see, when he's going through that archives of our freedom fighters, both the freedom fighters, one is Allur Sitaramarazu from Andhra area, one from Komaram Bhim from Telangana area. They were out of circulation for 2 years. There's no record what they have done, where they have gone at the same time, coincidentally at the same time, for 2 years, same times. Then he started wondering, Father, how about suppose they have met? What would happen? That's how the journey has started. He gave the idea. And two freedom fighters, they were missing in the life for 2 years. Again, they came back. Till they were out of circulation, they were ordinary people. When they came back, they started the revolutionary fight.
But was it written, sir, when you were writing? Like I read that when you wrote Bahubali because Rajamouli sir wanted to make a film with Prabhas. So was this film specifically written with Ram Charan and NTR Jr. in mind?
Yes, the moment we had these two freedom fighters, Komaram Bhim and Ram Charan, immediately he thought these are the two people whom he has worked with already. He knows, I mean, there's a good chemistry between the two leading stars and the director. And they'll be fitting perfect to the bill. I mean, they're perfect for those roles. I never had any second thoughts about the leading cast.
There must have been pressure after the massive success of Bahubali when you started working on RRR. So did you have to consciously make it different, make it grander? What was the pressure on you?
Before I answer the question, it requires a little elaborate answer. Let me take you through the journey of Rajamouli. His first picture was story number 1. Of course, is entirely scripted and supervised by Raghavendra Rao Garu. He just executed. He was not calling the shots. But from Simhadri, he was calling the shots. Simhadri has become the blockbuster of that time, surpassing all box office records. And the interval shot of Simhadri was an iconic. For uninitiated Hindi language people, let me give a little about it. You have seen Sadma. Sridevi, she lost her memory. She acted like a child. In our movie also, NTR was taking care of that Bhumika Chawla. She was acting like a kid. In the interval, people came to kidnap her. The hero fought ferociously for the girl. For the girl's sake, he left the parents. He left riches and everything for the sake of the girl. But remembering her flashback, she takes up a crowbar and stabs hero right in the heart. It was such a, mind-boggling interval, shocking interval that it became iconic interval for people were trying to imitate it for several years. He created his image. So next moment, what he did, he took an entirely different journey to college. And he wanted a game to be an integral part of it. He chose rugby. Many people know about rugby in India. But he made such a neat presentation. The rules and regulations didn't bother the audience. They're following this thing. And at first, he taken another turn, make a Makki, a fly as a hero.
I love that movie.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, afterwards, several Makkis came knocking on the door of Rajamouli for a role. And his wife put a foot at the time. Enough of Makkis. Enough of insects. Do some movie with a proper hero. Then he thought of Bahubali. So you see, no comparison with one movie to another. So Bahubali has given a spectacle the high part. Here he has given the emotion the high part, till which Indian screen has still not seen till now.
Yeah.
Emotion with action, with patriotism. So you cannot draw any comparison between Bahubali, like the way you cannot draw any comparison one movie with another. It will be fallacy to draw a comparison between Bahubali and this movie. This has seen the highest of emotion and action.
Yeah.
I hope this gives an answer to your question.
No, it does. It does. And you very, very elaborately illustrated that he doesn't repeat himself.
Yeah.
As a director, he's always looking for a new adventure to take us on.
Exactly.
I read that NTR Jr. calls Rajamouli sir, and I might be mispronouncing this, Jakana. He calls,
Jakana,
because he calls him the famous sculptor.
Yeah, Jakana.
He says he sculpts his
how he chisels.
Yes, exactly. Tell me, you're now also writing. I know you said he doesn't talk about his next film, but I read that his next film is with Mahesh Babu, which you've described as an Indiana Jones style adventure. What can you tell us about this film?
Only thing, in all the 1.5 years of Corona time, all 1.5 years of Corona, nothing is happening, from last March till July. About a few months back, I've been pestering him, come and tell me something, Mahesh Babu. He said, I want to do something with backdrop of Africa, an adventure. That's the only thing that came out of the mouth in 1 year, 4 months time.
And then you started working on it.
No. It's still running in my mind. He's a big fan of Wilbur Smith novels. Me too. That large canvas of Africa and the adventure, we like it. I'm trying to explore.
So we know that there's going to be Mahesh Babu, there's going to be Africa, and the rest is still brewing in your head.
Yes.
The little bit I know of Rajamouli sir, whenever I've met him, whenever I've interviewed him, he seems so simple to me. He seems like a man who doesn't have very extravagant taste. Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
So
right.
All the flamboyance is in the movies. It's not in his life.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
And I believe Pawan Kalyan is a big favorite of yours.
Of course.
Okay. You've written a story for him. What can you tell us about that story?
I have not written anything.
Not written yet?
No, I'm waiting for an invitation from him to write a story, which is never happening. I don't think it will happen.
You don't approach people. You don't say, I have a story for you. You wait for them to tell you to write a story.
I pretend to like that. I pretend that somebody should come and ask me a story. But in fact, I'll be wanting somebody to come and ask me a story.
So you basically create a rumor that you're writing a story and then they come and ask you for it. Is that right?
I mean, it's not proper too, but as far as Mr. Pawan Kalyan is concerned, I never said that. I don't know how it started.